Not every movie has to be the best movie ever exists. Some movies can be simple, basic, and in the time when you're watching it, you just don't think about it anything and you just say, okay, that was a great movie. I had a really great time and that's it. And Electric State is one of that movies. This video is not going to be spoiler, so be free to watch it. The Electric State is Netflix's newest movie. This movie is based on a book. I mean, it's a graphic novel. When I heard this, I checked the novel and I saw it. It really looks very interesting, especially the graphic, all this design. It really look amazing. To be honestly, I got a little bit hyped. Like, should I read this before the movie? But I was just like, okay, this is like trailer shows us that this movie it's not going to be something deep. But after I watched the movie, I'm really wondering about the graphic novel. And some fans are saying that on social media, the book and the movie are really different. I have no idea about it because I didn't read it. But am I going to read it? It's on my wish list. But yeah, I'm here to talk about the movie, so let's just skip that part. This movie has placed on the 90s and it's about, a war after the robots versus humans. In the beginning of the 90s, people using a lot of robots. It's really old story. Robots getting their, how can I say that, kind of feelings or something like that. And they just wanted to be free. They don't want to be used by human. And there is a hero, I would like to say, a genius, like a Elon Musk, let's just say, and this genius billionaire offers us like an Iron Man suit and people can fight with robots with that.
Sick system down.
These robot suits can use by people in the daily basis. So they just, lying on their couch, just take their vision glasses, something like that, and enjoy their life. While that their robot, their self can do their daily basic things. The world becoming really nonsense place. Everything is so virtual. Our main character, Millie Brown, is really a rebel on the situation, and this is how our story starts. Our two characters' storyline kind of gets crossed over, as you know, from the kind of trailers or something like that. They just trying to save the world. First thing first, I think that Millie Brown and Chris Pratt did a really great job. I mean, these characters are not that much complicated, so there's nothing that I can mention.
Inappropriate.
These actors has been already they are famous and they have been, known as a great actors, so I don't have to say anything about it. But about the characters, I'm not gonna lie, from the beginning I just got a little bit, this movie is going to be a movie that we can see the end from the beginning, family movie that you don't have to worry about it, like I said at the beginning of the video. But the characters kind of felt a little bit corny. For example, Millie Bobby Brown's character was kind of, oh, you know what, fuck everyone, I'm different, kind of that girl. But it just happened in the first 10 minutes or something like that. After that, we kind of see some deep things going on the character, but not too much, like I said, because the story is really easy to flow up with. About the Chris Pratt characters, I would like to see him a little bit more. His character was responsible of the oldest comedy of this movie, and I think he did a really great job on that. I'm not gonna lie, I really laugh out, even though the too much corny that you already seen the other movies, but it was really great. But there is some little problems about the editing part, especially when these two characters met the first time. I don't know why, but there was some cuts that didn't even, when you watching it, you kinda felt the cuts too obviously, like the scene wasn't going so well. It's just kind of something about, I don't know how to explain this, but
a Cosmobot?
It wasn't going so well. Like you felt the every cut in this scene. I feel like they have been shoot that scene a lot, and in the end of the day they decided to choose the best parts from the different shots. So maybe that's why, or maybe it's about the editing, or maybe it's about the cameras didn't even create such a dynamic scene. And I don't know, especially that scene was kind of a little bit annoying to me. And also in the end, I mean not in the final big shot, there was a kind of some scenes that going to fade out, black out, and it was also slow motion. They just end that style in another scene, and it just, I don't know, I just didn't felt the same dynamic as well. Like it should be the same, fading out and slow motion. It will be great to see that again. But like I said, only these two editing parts kind of annoys me, and kind of just, it was so hard to not see that. It was just kind of okay, I noticed that I was watching on the movie. When you're watching this movie, it's so easy to get in this world, but that's two part that I just mentioned kind of a little bit, oh, okay, I'm watching a movie. I wish I didn't notice that. It was really great to, dig in this world. This movie has a lot of robot characters, so their designs are too good, too insane. This movie is based on the 90s, and I really felt that the vibe of the 90s are really great on the robots, on the costumes, on the everything, especially on the music too. Like every time they hit the really great song, you just, get in the vibe, feeling all this emotions with the characters, and it was really great.
I am not dying to Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch!
I actually like this song.
But it was just a little bit too CGI. It kind of annoyed me as well. The first one was that there was a big shot. When we got closer to the CGI, it's really good, but sometimes in the, very big plan shots, for example, there was a really big robot holding a van. I don't know, in that CGI kind of also, how can I say this, glitchy or something like that. It was too obvious to see the visual effects. I don't know how to say that, but yeah. And also there is a character, Mr. Peanut, I assume, yes. He's one of the most important robots on this movie. So this character's mouth and nose, it's kind of too much realistic. It's kind of in a way like a human. They kind of put a human mouth and nose there, and it kind of, you like watching it in the part of a robot, it kind of doesn't matching and kind of annoying, because this series about robots versus human, and I don't know, like creating robots kind of a little bit humanity way. I don't know, maybe it's a purpose, because this Mr. Peanut has a really big part of all of this, and maybe they wanted to create him, felt him like a human. I don't know, but it kind of annoyed me in some points.
Humans and bots fighting against the real enemy.
Oh, I like the way she thinks.
Of course, in every family movie, there is a scene that breaks our hearts. I'm not going to lie, I cried at that one specific emotional scene. Maybe I was in the bad day, but yeah, I didn't know that this movie is getting me in the inside of the story that much, and I think it's a really great job. And I also want to talk about that this movie had a really big PR. Of course, like I know that these names are really big, Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt, but I'm not sure, like they really did a really big job in here, and it was really interesting for me because I'm also a marketing girl here, and I just take my notes. Okay, that's good, that's not, maybe. Sometimes I'm not sure that does a Netflix movie needs this much big PR. I don't think so for sometimes, because I mean it's Millie Bobby Brown and Netflix. You know what I'm saying? These two, Millie Bobby Brown, we discover her from Netflix Stranger Things. Maybe it was kind of a little bit too much, even though when I see some influencers working with this project, kind of wow, they're really trying to get a lot of attention, maybe from the wrong audience, I assume, because that's what I see. And like I said, I am also working on marketing, so and I see that on the internet a lot of people didn't like this movie, like, oh, that's another cliche thing, Netflix, why you're spending so much money for that. Like I said in the beginning of this video, not every movie or any TV show has to be the best one. I think we forget that. I feel like people get a lot of expectation because they know that this movie has a really great budget. Russo brothers are also directing this movie, which is, they are famous with Marvel movies. And also, Chris Pratt is there. This thing is also based on a really famous graphic novel. The hype was there. I'm not gonna lie, it was normal to people getting too much expectation. But like I said, I just watched just one trailer, nothing more, nothing less. And I just know that, okay, this is going to be the really not too much basic. Of course, this is going to be a family-friendly movie, action. It's going to give us a little bit emotion, stuff like that, and nothing more, or nothing less, nothing bad. People really always focusing on like, okay, this is too much budget, this is too much names, this is going to be the movie of the year. Of course, not everyone is going to be to say any movie like that, this is going to be the movie of the year, but they're always expecting something to I'm just, saying for saying this, changing life, whatever. But no, okay? I think if you're watching this video, it means that you're interested about the movies and you can, analyze a movie from the trailer. So it's easy, okay? Just watch a trailer and you will know what this movie is going to be. And I think Netflix didn't refers us at something different than this. I saw the whole PR process, and they just really give us on the PR like what they have, nothing more, nothing less. They kind of play on not the right audience to me, but yeah. And about the Russo brothers, I think they did what they are always doing. They really, keep it cool and safe in there. I'm not gonna lie, I love their Marvel movies and I hope that they will come back. I'm not sure, I'm not following that much Marvels, but I will. But yeah, that's all I can say. I like this movie. I didn't love. I had a really great time and I think it doesn't deserve this much hate, as I said. And yeah, and I definitely read the graphic novel for sure because it seems really, it really seems short and all this graphic looks great. I mean, why not? And that's all I can say. If you like this video, don't forget to like. And if you have anything to say, I will be waiting on you on the comments. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. Bye!